So you might have heard of this guy 8rainbets and his money machine. Well, I actually purchased access to this money machine, and then over a 2-week span, I tracked all of my bets using my betting strategy compared to what the money machine said I should have bet. And in this video, we're going to take a look at the differences between the two. And it's really going to help you maybe figure out your optimal betting strategy. So lock in with me for a few minutes because this is super insightful. The easy part is telling you how these bets have an edge at OddsJam, but the hard part is the betting strategy. And in this video, you're going to find out exactly how well or not well my betting strategy or the money machine did over this 2-week span. Come on, let's go check it out. Guys, welcome into the channel. I hope you're having an awesome day. And if this is your first time stumbling across my channel, well, welcome. My name's Billy C. I love to talk about betting on sports. I typically love talking about the tools at OddsJam and how I use them to make money and also to show you how you can make money using them. But in this video, we're going to look at my man 8rainbets' money machine. And we're going to see how effective or ineffective it is in terms of my experience going over a 2-week trial with my bets, just to show you, did we make money? Did we lose money? Should I use the betting strategy that I've been using? So what we're going to do first is take a quick summary of my betting strategy, then look at the money machine, and then I'm going to show you the results. And it would mean so much to me when we get into this type of content. If you like it, smash the thumbs up button, right? Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any videos that I drop. And leave a comment. I would love to hear what you think of what I'm about to present to you. And maybe this can help you with your current betting strategy. You know, we're just getting into football season right now. It is the best time of the season for gambling, and we got NBA and NHL right around the corner, so you're gonna want to have a betting strategy that's locked and loaded, ready to go. So come on, let's get into the numbers. Okay, first up, a summary of my betting strategy. As you see right here, this is as of the middle of August. I was using this strategy, which is 1 unit is $30. Okay, now these notes here from MLB player props and the spreads, I basically exported all of my bets off of OddsJam for this year. I did a deep dive into my numbers for Major League Baseball. I made some observations and some notes here of things that I found out that worked or didn't work for me, and so I highlighted them here. What I'm solely concerned with is not really the EV percentage when we're on the positive EV tool at OddsJam. I was only concerned with the no vig fair odds. So I basically made little ranges here. If it fell between minus 250 to minus 130, I would put a full unit or $30 down, and then for each odds range for the no vig fair odds, you could see I placed a percentage of 1 unit accordingly to the odds. The reason being is because with the true fair odds, we have a win probability. All odds are tied to a win probability. So the bigger the underdog, the lower the win probability, and I wanted to have some exposure, but not as much. This deviates from positive expected value betting and the Kelly criterion method because I'm not taking advantage of the expected value. I'm more concerned with the fair odds. This strategy's worked for me for a very long time. So over the 2-week span that I observed the money machine, this was the betting strategy that I employed. One note that I do want to make is that after about 2 weeks of this betting strategy, I upped my unit size to $75. And that's going to be reflected too when you see the outcome at the end here. But I wanted to know that obviously I was doing well. A little preview here. So I upped my unit size from $30 to $75. All right, so next up, we're over here at the positive EV tool at OddsJam. If you guys are familiar with my content, you guys know that the positive EV tool goes off of the Kelly criterion method. So the EV percentage that we have and the odds that we're getting the bet at, also factoring in the no vig fair odds, we're going to get a recommended bet size here. Now, the money machine follows a very similar follows the Kelly criterion. The difference is that it only looks at a handful of sharp offshore sports books. We put those in as references and we have a more weighted average. So what I'm getting behind is this. All these sports books, think of it like when you're in 3rd grade. Like not every kid in 3rd grade is an A+ student. Some of them are C students and some of them are D students, right? So not all of these sports books are A+ students. So what we're focusing on with the money machine is we're focusing with Bet Online, Bookmaker, Low Vig, Pinnacle. Okay, these are sports books that we're going to throw into the money machine, and we are going to put more weight on their odds because they're A+ students. They are sharper than the DraftKings, sharper than the Superbooks or the XBets. So that's the big key takeaway here. Sometimes the money machine is going to spit out a higher or lower EV percentage than the plus EV tool at OddsJam. Guys, the plus EV tool at OddsJam has made me a lot of money. I was simply curious to see what this money machine could do for me. So just so you know, that's what we're looking at right here. So we would factor in these different books. So here's how it would look. Okay, so here is the money machine, and there's a lot going on here, and I'm going to give a quick summary of just kind of how this works. Over here on the right-hand side, the configuration, this is like when you go over to OddsJam and your user settings, you put in your bankroll, your Kelly multiplier, right? Those are the two big things that you would do. And then obviously it would spit out a recommended bet size when you're on the plus EV tool. The other thing here is we're going to have an EV minimum. So basically anything that's under 1%, I'm not going to bet. And then our market width max is 65 cents. So, that's really just crazy player prop bets like someone to hit a home run or maybe a football player to score a touchdown. So in the last example that we just pulled up in that first half in the Charlotte-Georgia State game, it had a 1.88% EV, and it was telling us to bet $45. So right up here, we would take the best odds that we could get from each book, the over and the under here, right? Then the average market odds, and then the four references here are those sharp offshore sports books: BetOnline, Bookmaker, Low Vig, Pinnacle, right? And as you can see here in this example, the money machine doesn't see it as a 1.88% EV play. Now, it says, hey, there is an edge, 0.33%. But because this doesn't meet or go above 1%, I wouldn't bet on this. So do you see how there is a difference between what OddsJam has and what the money machine has? Both plays have an edge, but it's different. The money machine wouldn't recommend me making these bets. So in these examples, I would use my betting strategy, and I placed a bunch of wagers, and then I would go into here for each individual wager, and I would plug in and see what the money machine would tell me to bet. Okay. Now, the one thing that you need to know is I placed a bet that was only over 1%. So in this case, if it was 0.33% on the money machine, but the OddsJam plus EV tool had an edge, I didn't make the wager because the money machine didn't show the edge. But the difference is going to be here is if anything that's over 1%, obviously that's going to differ slightly from my betting strategy, right? Because I don't really care about the EV percentage. I care about the no vig fair odds, which is right here in this column. Now, a lot going on. Feel free to back this up, 45 seconds ago so that you can kind of soak in what I'm talking about, because this isn't really a beginner take that I just gave. It's a little bit more advanced, but that's how it worked. So let's jump into the numbers to find out how well I did. Okay, guys, so here we are. Drum roll. Boom. On the left-hand side is anything that I would have placed with the money machine. As I said on August 28th, quick note, I upped my unit size from $30 to $75. So I upped the settings on the money machine to reflect that, or as close as I could get it to. Okay. So we're going with a 0.25 Kelly criterion. And at the time, it was a $3,000 bankroll. And then on the 28th, I upped it to a $6,000 bankroll. Over here on the right-hand side is my betting strategy, right? Going off of the no vig fair odds. So all the bets are going to be similar here. Okay. What you're going to notice is really two massive takeaways in my opinion. So using 8rainbets' money machine, I placed 194 wagers. I wagered $6,400 and I came out with a profit of $220. Using my betting strategy, I placed the same number of bets. I wagered more money, roughly $900 more, so $7,300, and I lost $64. So the first two key takeaways here: I wagered less money using the money machine, and I made more money using the money machine. So when we look at a handful of the days here, okay, a couple days that really stick out to me. One, September 1st, right? I lost $568 using my betting strategy, betting $1,300, bringing back $738 in profit, which obviously wasn't profit, $738 total, excuse me. With the money machine, I bet almost $200 less and made back $7 less than what I did. and lost only $390. Okay. Same thing then on a big winning day like August 29th. My betting strategy I bet $1,200. I brought back $1,500, so $300 in profit. But with the money machine, I wagered $150, roughly less, made even more money, brought back $586 in profit. So that's really the key takeaway here, guys. With the money machine, I wagered less money and I made more money. Now, this is a very small sample size. But after seeing these results from September 3rd till now, I went ahead and used the money machine. I said, I'm not going to use my betting strategy. I'm going to use the money machine. Here's how it went. Now, on September 3rd, I took a day off of betting, but from September 4th all the way to September 10th, here's my P&L, and I made just over $1,000 using the money machine. Now, I went back to work yesterday. I got a full-time job. So I had a really rough day yesterday. Some of my bets I used the money machine, and some of them I just used the recommended bet size over at OddsJam. And the reason is because the money machine isn't available on your smartphone. You can only use it when you have a desktop. So, before I went to work in the morning, I placed a few bets using the money machine. When I came home after work, I did the same thing. But when I had my lunch break or I had a 5-minute break at work and I placed a few wagers, I did not use the money machine. In the example I just showed you, that can be a really big deal because there were times when I would take a look at the money machine and OddsJam's plus EV tool and say, oh, well, you know what? I'm not going to make this bet because there isn't enough edge. And sometimes on the OddsJam plus EV tool, if maybe the play they said only had 0.75% EV edge, I'd plug it into the money machine. They'd say, actually, it has like 1.5% edge. And then I would go ahead and place that bet. So that's just kind of the way it is because he doesn't have a mobile version for the phone yet. So moving forward, I'm interested to see, this kind of hybrid version that I have. When I'm home, I can place the bets with the money machine. But guys, in my experience, if you place bets at home on the desktop version, I mean, it makes money. The money machine is absolute gold. I am a huge fan of it. As you can see earlier in this screenshot below, it was $25 a month just with his Patreon. Or if you use his promo code 8rainbets when you sign up with OddsJam, you're going to save 20% off OddsJam, and then you're also going to get access to the money machine. So I will link in the description his website if you want to access the money machine because I think it's an awesome tool. Kind of now the next step that I'm taking is from today moving forward, it's going to be a hybrid model. I'm right now what I'm going to do is when I'm home, I use the money machine. When I'm at work and I catch a break or I'm on my lunch break, I'm going to go off of the OddsJam plus EV tool, the recommended bet size. But if I see that this doesn't work for me, I fully believe in the money machine, but what I might do is then maybe when I'm at work, use my betting strategy. And then when I'm here, I'll use the money machine. But huge fan of the money machine, guys. It is awesome. It puts a larger weighted average on the really sharp offshore sports books. And it's made me a lot of money. It's made me over $1,000 since I hopped on it. And as you can see in the example before, it made me $266. So we're up almost $1,300 in 4 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks worth of time. So I'm a big fan of it. All right, guys, that's the video. Again, I will link everything for 8rainbets in the description below. So if you want to check out the money machine, which I highly recommend, go ahead and do so. Also, if you like this type of content, guys, you enjoy this video, hit that thumbs up button. It means so much to me if you're able to do that. Leave a comment. I want to hear how things have been going now that football is back. How's the betting season been treating you early on in the fall season? Also, guys, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any videos I drop. But I really appreciate you guys stopping by. If you have any questions, reach out to me on Twitter or leave a comment below. My DMs are always open, guys. I'm happy to answer any questions for you. But I just can't thank you enough for stopping by. My name's Billy C, and we'll catch you in the next video.